What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little bit, man. It's been a little bit on since I recorded, and I want to share some things with y'all, man. It's been a little bit, as you guys can tell. If you guys are gun guys, y'all know what all this stuff is here. I just caught myself, man, like just thinking, and I want to swap it up, man. I don't want to do the same thing with the channel anymore. Like, I don't want to just do car stuff, you know. I would love to incorporate this type of stuff in the channel, which, you know, I am going to. So if you guys are gun guys, you know, that's really exciting news for y'all. If y'all aren't, you know, sucks to suck, man. At the end of the day, this thing, what you guys are watching me on, is called YouTube, and it's what a lot of creators like me get stuck in. Just, you know, we get stuck in we have to keep our audience satisfied, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know, that messes us up, you know, and keeps us stuck in the loop of what can we do next to satisfy our viewers. And at the end of the day, dude, we just got to do what makes us happy, and film what makes us happy. And I didn't make it by any means, but I grew this following because I filmed videos that I wanted to film, you know. And at the time, you know, it was filming my new to me car, which is still this car to this day, which is not what a lot of people can say, you know. I stuck with this car through thick and thin, and this isn't a video saying that I'm selling the car, because it's absolutely far from that. I'm never getting rid of this car. But yeah, I am going to be switching up the channel, you guys. It's not going to be car stuff anymore. I'm thinking about honestly changing the channel again. You guys know we just changed the channel. I'm thinking about changing it again, but we'll see, man. ReyesBuilt goes with a lot of stuff. If you guys are wondering what I plan on doing, like as far as going from here, you know, not just doing car stuff anymore. I plan on doing gun stuff. As you guys can tell, got some gun accessories. I'm about to film the first gun video on the channel because I picked up a new firearm. I plan on doing some workout videos. Your boy's weight kind of got out of hand, so I kind of want to do some diet videos, you know, tracking my progress, and you know, people could keep me in track. And this freaking bumper's hanging out like bad now. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get another Cobra bumper, man. I might have to go back to an SN bumper. These things are nowhere to be found, but it is what it is. Right now, man, we're gonna put the street setup back on, because for right now, you know, the car being on a 82 millimeter pulley, forgot the car had hood struts for a second. I'm pretty satisfied where it's at. If I pulley down to the 72 and the smaller belt, I'm just gonna run into a whole nother set of issues, you know what I mean? So with this pulley here, we should make another 120 wheel horsepower, and this belt here. But with that, it comes with a lot more issues. You guys can tell I'm kind of ready for those other issues, but I really don't want to have this car down. Another thing is that I'm on the stock tensioner still that came with the kit, and that tensioner will fly out if I go to putting more boost into this car. And let's face it, man, it is super fun right now. I honestly will probably keep it like this. The only reason I pull it down, man, is for the YouTube videos, and I just want to do what I want to do, man. Right now it's super fun. I guarantee you, I'm gonna put these new tires on, these wheels and tires that I have. They're brand new, man. They have like 10-15 miles on them. I guarantee you, look at all slick from the tire sign sliding over. I guarantee you these things are not going to hook. You know, this thing makes a lot of power. So yeah, man, I've been rambling a whole ton. Let's get this thing set up. Oh, and I actually just picked these up off Amazon, because without subframe connectors, we would need something like this to lift from the jacking points, which on these cars are from the without subframe connectors, we would need these to lift from the pinch welds. So we're gonna see how these work. We're gonna see, because lifting from the subframe connectors, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty easy, but it sacrifices a lot of room when you're trying to crawl underneath the car, because the subframe connectors are so close to the inside of the car. Whenever you're trying to get underneath there, the exhaust or something, the quick jacks are in the way. So these should work. My first time using them, so we're gonna see. We'll see. My pinch welds are not the greatest on this car, as you guys can see from this one right here. So I'm not really worried about it if it messes it up anymore. Maybe it'll straighten it out. Who knows? But yeah, this stuff is pretty bad. And this alarm is just so annoying. We're gonna try it though. We're definitely gonna try it. All right, boys, got the quick jack set up. Didn't take long at all. What I really think is messing me up is just my pinch wheels are so damn jacked up, dude. The fronts are good, but the rears are cooked. Yeah, the rears are cooked, bro. It's a good thing I got these though, because S197s, S550s, those cars you can only use pinch welds. They don't have subframes like ours. So it looks good so far. Hopefully they don't just put a hole through my floor, but we'll see. Let's go all the way up. Well, actually, I got these things backwards. The arm, to lock the arm, is supposed to be on this side. But I have the orientation of the jacks the right way. Oh well. Yeah, and I have way more room, dude. Fronts are good, y'all can tell. Rears are good. Like I said, it fixed itself. And I have a ton of room in the middle now. So that is definitely what I would have to do if I wanted to drop the transmission. You guys can tell. Yeah, these will work, but they need to be on the pinch welds. You guys can tell. Subframe connectors are right here, so that just makes it that much tighter on the inside. This was just an experiment, I mean. So yeah, like I said, if y'all using quick jacks, that bar, the locking bar has to be on the outside. And this tag here that shows what the quick jack is, has to be on the heaviest part of the car. Which for a domestic car like this is the front, the engine, right? So these have to be in the front, so I just have to swap them. And we'd be good. Yeah, man, time to swap the street setup back on. It has been raining a ton, so I wish I would have got a bigger size tire, 245 for the front, because you guys can hear it sits on the wheel. I don't like that. I'd rather have more sidewall, but hey, it is what it is. And then the rears aren't nearly wide enough, but it is what it is as well. Yeah, this is the first time running these. If you guys are wondering what tires these are the Goodyear Firehawks, recommended by DBP. We're gonna take them out for a little rip, man. Haven't drove the car in a good 2-3 weeks, and it's just been sitting with E85. It's been super cold. It got down to almost 30 here. So I could hear all the guys, Canada and shit. 30, huh? That's funny. Get our gun out, get everything popping, boys. We'll see y'all in a minute. All right, here we go, fellas. The street wheels back on. Let's start this baby up and see what it sounds like. 2 or 3 weeks, cold start, E85. About 70 degrees outside. Just start right up. And it's PB tuned, so your E85 cold starts definitely depend on your tuner, because this thing will start up like nothing in 40 degrees. Here we go. Battery's a little dead. There we go. Sir, street exhaust, daddy exhaust. That's what it is, daddy exhaust. Boom, intercooler pump working. Love to see it, love to see it. Alright fellas, first things first, of course, we had to get E85. A lot of people don't know E85 is cheaper, but it burns a whole lot faster. And that's not even a joke, like, that's for real. It burns a whole lot faster. So you literally live at the pump. Like if you have a daily driver on E85, you're at the pump every 2 days, every 3 days. It just burns super fast, but it was nice, man. I just put about 10 gallons and it was only about 20 bucks, so. Yeah, man, just taking the car out for a cruise today. Finally got some days off, man. Worked about 9 days straight. So, yeah, finally had some time to, you know, just do some stuff on the car and try some stuff out that I've been wanting to do. And, you know, put some heat in the motor, burn some of that old E85, and yeah, man, just take the car out and enjoy it. Now, if you guys could see what I look like right now, y'all would laugh. So I'm kind of intimidated to drop the windows, but it's a beautiful day outside, so I probably don't care enough for what people think, so. But I'm really excited to see how, oh my God, there's a Camaro with a big ass high ram sticking out of his hood and an intake coming out of the front bumper. And like, what's good about this is I know for 1000%, like I'm gonna slow down so he can pull up next to me. I know with anything in my mind that I will blow this car away now, because this car is literally on 8 PSI boost, and I know I'm literally gonna blow this dude's doors off. I don't care who he is, I don't care what he got done to that NA motor, I'm blowing him away with just 8 PSI boost on this Coyote. So yeah, he knows to keep going. That's the beauty, man. That's the beauty of boost, even on an F-150 motor, man. Can't beat it. And not to mention the revs, it revs up so fast now, it's crazy. It's wild, man. Even the downshifts, it revs up super fast. Do a little second gear. Oh God, I'm scared. Oh no, completely blazed it. Third gear. Holy shit, that sounds like a firecracker. Whew. Yeah, bro, this is crazy. Dude, the traffic in my city is getting insane, bro. Like, this city's too small, bro, for all these people. This shit is crazy, honestly. I need to go right. I ain't even going right. It's crazy, bro. There's no hooking. It probably has to be in third gear from a super high roll, because second I'll light them up. So I'm really I really don't know if I'm going to completely go to a drag radial, an 18-inch drag radial, or because I really don't love switching tires back and forth all the time. So if I could just stay on a street setup and then just use the drag setup whenever I'm super like trying to get after it. But like I said, man, this car, I'm trying to make it super streetable, so I really don't want to have to throw the drag setup on anymore. So if I could get away with just using the street setup more, then that'd be awesome. So I might have to just put like ET Street SS on the back of these. Yeah. I look like a goofy ass dude with this shit on my head, but I don't give a shit. Alright guys, we're back after a long, nice cruise today, man. The car is freaking awesome. I love it, man. Like I said, never getting rid of it. I know a lot of people say that, but I am never getting rid of this car, man. I love it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. I know a lot of people are going to be kind of on the fence about me, you know, switching it up, but at the end of the day, it is my channel, man. It is what I want to do, and if I don't do this move right here, then I'm just gonna quit YouTube altogether. You know what I mean? I understand that switching it up, you know, the views might even go down to 200 or 300 views per video. I really don't care, man. Honestly, my goals with the coyote swap were to bring in new guys and really just kill the game on views and all that stuff, and it totally flopped, man. But at the end of the day, you know, that's what I was willing to do because I wanted it. You know what I mean? I would never, after doing that, you know, spending almost $20,000 on an engine swap, I will never go out of my way to spend money to get subscribers or to get viewers, because it simply is a gamble. And I'm glad that I did it with something that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? The coyote swap was always a lifelong goal of mine, and I did it, I completed it, and those views on those videos absolutely suck, man. So don't really care, man. I'm not getting caught up in the views at all anymore. I'm glad I got that out of the way, got it out of my system. So now I'm really gonna, you know, film stuff that I really like, and I'm currently in the middle of filming one of these. So I'm excited about it, man. I hope you guys are. Some of my gun fans out there, I hope you guys are excited. I know it comes with it. I know it comes with filming that content on YouTube in particular. If the channel gets taken down for it, then it is what it is, man. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to be on this platform anymore, but if that happens, I'm probably gonna vanish off of social media altogether. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The only reason I'm on social media is because of YouTube. So let's keep on rocking, man. We'll see where the world takes us. And for all my true supporters out there that watch anything that I put out and plan on watching all the future vlogs, gun content, workout vids, I greatly appreciate y'all, man. I have a solid probably 200 or 300 guys in this whole channel that will watch every single video that I post, and you know, you can't put a price on that. And I greatly appreciate you guys. Those are the ones that are always dropping the thumbs up button. It absolutely blows my mind how you know, you could watch a completely free video, completely badass video, and not even drop a thumbs up button. It blows my mind. But I'm not gonna beg for likes or none of that anymore. I'm just gonna do it for fun, man. So hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I'm super excited to get this video done for y'all, and we'll see y'all on the next one. It's your boy ReyesBuilt. Peace out, man.